happening Wednesday? Seriously, what is happening? I'm lost.
I'm lost. We almost forgot to record.
We did almost forget to record, but we got some stuff to say.
We got some stuff to talk about.
We watched a movie.
We watched a movie. We did not watch more than one.
No, we didn't. We're
watched
slackers.
We watched a movie. Honestly, we watched 2 weeks of Ahsoka, and we watched a bunch of other shit.
I've been watching a lot of horror movies, but that's just every day for me.
That's every day for him. We knew that about him.
So what did we watch?
What did we watch? We watched My Fair Lady.
Oh boy, did we watch My Fair Lady. And this is coming from a guy that does not like musicals.
Okay, we gotta do some housekeeping first. Guys, the CBC Awards, CBCAwards.org. Your girl is nominated for Best Unknown Channel. Like, I really appreciate that, guys. Yeah. I really appreciate the nomination, but why am I so unknown still?
Well, this is a way to get unknown.
Yes, so guys, go out there, vote if you haven't already. I want to win this thing. I want to be unknown no longer, and this is the road to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, but go out there. You know what? Here's the thing. Check out all of the nominees and check out their channels. Vote for me. Vote for who you think is right, actually. Like, vote for who you really want, but vote for me. And, but check out all the channels because there's a bunch of different categories. Some friends of ours are nominated. So it's great. Check it out.
It's really fun.
CBCAwards.org, not .com. She'll get something else, but .org. Okay, but all right. Now that that's over with, let's talk about My Fair Lady.
Let's talk about it.
Because, oh wow, I love My Fair Lady. I've loved it for a long time. But I do have to say it is dated. It is a very dated film.
So classist. So.
There's definitely a classist theme on it. But let's see here. It was part of my 25 movies. Joe had never seen it before.
Never seen it.
So.
Don't want to see it again.
He was not thrilled, huh?
No, I was not. This movie. All right. I would be fair.
Okay.
I was liking it up until the end, and the ending ruined the whole fucking movie.
Okay. So, this is... I knew he was gonna... Because literally he came... He had to... I watched the movie and watched most of it with him. We had to finish it separately.
Yeah, I had a horror movie date.
Yeah, he had a horror movie date with a friend of his, so he had to scram about an hour left. So he comes to me like right afterwards. He's like, "You mean to say after all that she goes back to him?"
Yeah, this was fucking stupid.
Okay, so little perspective for our at-home listeners here, viewers, whatever you want to call it, okay? So check this out, guys. We're going to go a little bit of a long way, huh?
Okay.
Okay, just because. So check this out. Okay, so this movie is based off of a Broadway musical by the same name, which is based off of a actual just play, not musical, just words on a stage and whatever, okay? By George Bernard Shaw, called Pygmalion. I'm giving you guys a little bit of background on the genealogy of this production here, because it should be said that at the end of My Fair Lady, the movie musical and the musical, Eliza Doolittle goes back to Henry Higgins. Now, why is that so horrible? Well, Joe...
He's a classist fuck.
He's a classist fuck. He's a misogynistic fuck.
Oh, yeah. Even.
He treats Eliza like crap.
And at the end, he treats her like crap again, and that's the end of the movie. You fetch my slippers. Fuck you, you fucking misogynistic fuckbag.
Ladies, do you understand why I love him?
Dude, fuck off.
Okay, so
you know what this guy needs is a swift beating.
Yeah. So Henry Higgins, Professor Higgins, is basically our male lead of the entire thing, and he has a little bit of a wager going on with the very kind Colonel Pickering.
Is he kind if he supports that behavior and is friends with them and watching it go on? No, I don't think he's kind. I think he's also a fuckbag.
I think for the time period, he's of the time, and he didn't want to be like, hey, this dude is like housing me while I'm, in the area. I don't want to be rude. Then he goes and
gets a hotel like he was gonna do it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Wow, that is a big church.
Okay, guys, every time we go past this church, we've been past this church a lot of times while we're driving. He has to remark how big the church is. But anyways, so he has this little wager going that he can turn Eliza Doolittle, who is a Cockney flower girl, into a well-spoken woman who can find her way around, any society party or whatever. Okay. So when he does this, he takes Eliza under his wing. He teaches her elocution, and she learns it, and she takes to it, and she does really well. But she is headstrong, opinionated, and has her own way of thinking. And
she's very likable.
She's very likable, and she's like any woman, that has ever been in a similar situation where, she's just trying to make ends meet, and she wants to go from being a woman selling flowers on the road to being a woman that sells flowers in a shop. And she knows she has to kind of, kick up the pizzazz there. So she's just like, okay, well, I'll do it. And so she does beautifully. All right. And they basically pat each other on the back and give her no flowers. And at all.
No.
And when she leaves, they're like, what the fuck? And she's just like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing. And she has this beautiful, feminist, manifesto. When Henry Higgins comes to find her, and she's hanging out with his mom. That too.
Yeah.
His mom is like, oh yeah, I know my son's annoying. Sorry. So she's like, I'm going to marry this other dude who is much nicer. I'm going to start teaching people what you taught me, and I'm gonna kick your ass, figuratively at least.
And then she leaves.
And then she
up and leaves.
She's like, I'm done. Boom.
She dips.
And so then when he goes home, he's just like, oh shit, I think I might love her, And then she shows up. She just shows up.
It's fucking stupid ending, man. It should have ended right when she fucking dipped. That should have been the movie.
She should have been like, I'm gonna do all this stuff. Screw you.
I knew once the movie didn't end, I kind of knew that where it was going. I was like, oh, you're right. He's gonna get back. She's gonna get back with him.
And there's no reason for it.
None.
She's all like, I'm dipping. I'm out. I'm gonna go do the thing, and I don't need you. And she goes back. Now, so I had mentioned the genealogy of this production, and in it I mentioned the original play that was written by George Bernard Shaw, that the whole thing was based off. It's Pygmalion. Now, when I was younger, I had seen My Fair Lady multiple times. That's when I really fell in love with it. When I was in college, though, as I'm a theater major, I was a theater major, I have a theater degree. I ended up reading George Bernard Shaw's Pygmalion for the first time. Okay, guys, spoiler alert. In Pygmalion, she leaves him and she stays away.
Nice, that's the ending that should fucking happen.
Okay, so, but, caveat to that, dude, only read the George Bernard Shaw play or see it on a stage. If you watch the movie Pygmalion, she gets back with him. Yeah.
You told me about that. I forgot about that. That's so stupid. I wanted to like this movie because I liked some of the songs. Like I've grown accustomed to her face and stuff like that. I was like,
that was pretty, even though it was right before, she came back.
Yes.
And she shouldn't have.
I liked it because he was suffering.
Yeah. So why is this that movies, particularly of this time period, because Pygmalion was produced before this, the movie before this, it stars Leslie Howard. So that tells you kind of how old it is if you're familiar with Leslie Howard.
That movie has the Stucky ending?
Yeah. If you're not familiar with Leslie Howard, he was in Gone with the Wind. He played Ashley Wilkes. And he's also the Scarlet Pimpernel. But anyways.
Oh, the Scarlet Pimpernel? You mean Daffy Duck?
Yeah. He plays Daffy Duck. Yeah. What is the cause of this? Well, it's this little thing that happened, and it still kind of happens sometimes. It's called the Hollywood ending, where everything has to end up mega happy at the end.
That was not even a happy ending.
Well, to us, because we're in this time period, and we know that that's bullshit, and she should not have dealt with that, we know that that's fucked.
Yeah.
Now
they're gonna get together. He's gonna treat her like shit forever, and she's just not gonna care.
And Freddie, meanwhile, the dude she was talking about marrying, is gonna find a nice woman and get married, and then she's gonna lose her chance.
Yeah.
Like, good for you, Freddie. Good for you. Even though he was kind of
stalkerish. Unless he still waits out there for her.
Yeah. So like,
because he was fine with that.
He was fine just hanging out in her street waiting for her to come around.
Yep.
So basically he was a stalker.
Yeah, a little bit. Now that I think about it, I thought it was kind of romantic. Now that I think about it, it is a little bit stalkery.
See, and that's the Hollywood shit, where especially like back then, when we watch these movies, we're taught to expect either outrageously like outlandish things, or we're taught to think like, if the boy likes you, he'll make fun of you.
I remember being told that, like, if you make fun of a girl, it means you like her and stuff like that.
So you made fun of no one?
No, I made fun of people.
You made fun of people because you liked them?
I was a little kid, man.
I know, like that. See, right there. I was
a dickhead, a little kid.
See, right there. Well, you've told me about how you're a dickhead. But right there is an example.
Yeah. I remember, like, I used to make fun of, God, what was her name?
Do we have to are we issuing a public apology?
Yes, I'm sorry. I forget your name, but God, I was mean to you.
Yeah, I should not. For any woman now today around the age of 42, 43, 44, that Joe was teasing when he was a kid. He didn't mean it. He actually liked you.
Yeah. And
we're sorry. Society sucks.
Yeah, I was a victim of society.
Goddamn.
I'll blame it on that.
Goddamn the patriarchy.
God damn, dude. Like, seriously, growing up in the 80s, yeah, I made fun of people. I mean, that's just, like, how it was.
I had no qualms about it. If somebody was making fun of me, like, I was like, no, fuck them. I didn't think that they liked me. Like, people would say that shit to me, and I'd be like, no. Nah. That don't make any sense.
No, it was stupid.
So there are other movies that you can see like this that are based off of books or plays or musicals.
Like RoboCop.
That become... RoboCop didn't have a Hollywood ending.
No, it didn't.
So, no.
It had a happy ending, I guess.
Okay. So another example of this is the movie Our Town, based off of Thornton Wilder's play Our Town, where at the end of the play, Emily is dead. She's in, talking from her grave. And the Hollywood ending, Emily wakes up, it was all a dream. She's not actually dead.
They did the Dallas.
Yeah.
No, wait, not Dallas. What was that show where it was a dream?
Wasn't that like Lost? Wasn't it?
No, Lost, they were dead, I think.
Well, I know they did that a couple times with Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at first, he was dead, and then he was alive, and then he was dead again, and then he was alive, and it was actually Roseanne that was dead. Yeah.
Anyway, watch the movie if you want. If you don't want to watch it, I support that too.
There's a lot of really good music in it, and it's really great up until that part.
I found myself humming along with some tunes.
Yeah, like, I could have danced all night. Yeah, so, yeah, there's my music theater just reared its, well-tuned ahead.
But, that ending, I can't support that ending, so, it's just so bad.
Okay, so I understand that completely. Like, I've been excusing that ending ever since I read Pygmalion. Which, call it what you want. It's of its time. I know people don't like people just saying it's of its time, but it truly is just of its time. That's how people wanted their stories to go. They wanted their protagonist male and their protagonist female to be happily ever after. And at the end of that, if it didn't turn out that way, then you'd still be like, well, what actually happened? But it ties it up in a nice bow. It gives people what they wanted back then. And that's what it is. But yeah, that's how it is. So we're going to be taking a week off next week because Joe is going to be
out of town
visiting some family. And so when we come back, I think we should do one more of the 25 movies because we got to watch yours.
Yes, I already know a movie.
But we got to watch RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to watch RoboCop. And then we're going to do one more of your movies.
Oh, so 2 of my movies?
Yes, so we're going to and then we're going to do one more of mine. So it's going to be a mega episode.
Okay. We're
going to commit to the mega episode and probably have to do it actually not driving around.
All right.
Okay? Now, I think I know what movie I'm picking for you.
What?
Titanic.
Near, far, wherever you are. That's okay. I like the movie once the boat starts singing.
Yeah. Well, it's because the thing is you have said recently, it's been a long time since you've seen it, maybe you would change your mind about it.
Yeah, maybe.
If you watched it again. So,
I had a bad first time watching it, so it just kind of tainted it for me.
Would you like to tell the listeners?
I was on a date, and I was really, really drunk and fucked up, and I puked on the lady ahead of me, and it was, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a second date.
Nope, did not get a second date. I want you to tell us in the comments below, do you think Joe should have gotten a second date?
Absolutely not.
He did much better on our first date, so.
God damn, man.
We had sushi and coffee. It was lovely. But anyways, guys, that's it for us. So go vote CBC Awards.org for your girl in the unknown category. Hopefully to be unknown no more. And, yeah, so that's it for this week. So until next time, keep your eyes and ears open. If you see something, say something. And remember, the complacent never make a difference. We'll be seeing ya. Bye-bye.